Choose you this day whom you will serve. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. It's the Budgie Buddies J and K washing our clothes off-grid today. Jaybird jumps into the fountain and has a lot of fun, and we get to see about collecting power from the sun. Oh boy. I'll step out my door and look what I find. Blackberries. How about that? Right for the picking.
They fry ice cream. Yes, they fry ice cream. And let's be honest here, the life expectancy map that you look at very closely follows the racial makeup of the region. Now, of course, yes, when we're talking about African Americans, obesity is a problem. And they're also, even if you're not obese, there's a higher, unfortunately, genetic proclivity towards things like diabetes, sickle cell. It's the same reason that Acadian bloodlines, I found this out, there are certain genetic diseases that are hereditary to Acadian bloodlines. A lot of French Canadian. Yeah, well, French Canadian, then they became Acadian. But Acadian is French Canadian, then they moved to, they became the Cajuns.
What do you suffer from? A barrel chest?
Well, except for the fact that my barrel chest caved into my heart. It's a sore spot. Thanks for bringing
it.
All
right. Well, you've got a jawline that goes on for days. You could carve a trophy.
That's the beard. I hide it.
All right.
So,
I'm gay. Sorry.
Life expectancy in the U.S., by the way, by race. This is important. It matters. Asian, 83 years. Latino, 77 years. White, 76. Black, 70. So Asian life expectancy, Asian American life expectancy is 12 point something years longer than that of African American.
Because they meditate.
Yes, because they meditate, and it's the fountain of youth is the tongue of the white race. And here, by the way, we found that the first generation have a lower life expectancy than their parents, right? So that's across the board. So we look at different demographics and why that's the case, and it's not just because of South, right? It's because of demographics. Then you also look at the trend, overall lower life expectancy.
Well, hello, J and K. What have you guys got to say today? It's a fantastic day, right? Well, I went ahead and ran a hose to the water spigot across the way. Went ahead and figured out that I can do laundry off of those solar panels. I got all 4 of them sitting down the hill in the open where they get the sun in the morning now, instead of up on the roof where they're in the shade till about 1:30. Went ahead and hooked that sucker up, and it's just enough to run that machine. And I got my solar panel and charger and controller and everything going. Got me this fan over here, and I added a little box and a knob where I can adjust the speed of the fan. Pretty handy dandy. Makes that thing very energy efficient and quiet when I don't need it to be blasting, and I still got the power switch on the wall to just go ahead and kill it. I bought me a couple of little fans just to clip and move around. They oscillate, and I got another one up over there for J and K if they want to use it, or once a day or so. I run it for about 10 or 20 minutes anyway, because they really like to have a little breeze on them for a little bit. Makes them feel cool. But anyway, ain't that awesome that I'm totally off grid doing my laundry. It was raining a lot harder for a couple of hours. I was able to take my shower and get all my laundry done. This is the last load right before it gets dark. Checking around now. What I've been doing is, this is the cleanest water over here coming out. So I get me a shirt, put it over here like a filter, and then I take this out and filter out all my water for my rinse cycle. And for the main cycle, I just take and pour one of these with the shirt right up on top of there, and pour the water through the shirt into there, and you can see through the side when it's filled up, and then run my wash in, drain it, refill it, and do my normal. And then I'll take that black bin and I'll put it over the that little 2-liter or 20-ounce bottle with the top cut off funnel, and I'll just pour that in there, about half of it per rinse per spin cycle, and it takes about 2 spin cycles to do a load. So you see how it works out. Pretty good, huh? And then like this is what I do. I'll just kind of show you an example. It's not spinning right now because it actually takes a lot of work to put them in there correctly, and I can't do that one-handed and everything, so I'm just showing you what I do. And I can use this pot, or I can just use straight up use that black repurposed garbage can. And here, I'll go ahead and show you, do you spinning now. Zzz, going at it. I gotta mute the sound from the camera because my little sleeper sound system's going. And then I just grab that stuff when it's done, toss it up on some hangers up in the back. I'll show you here in a minute. Here, let's take a look at my place while we're at it. Not too terrible, huh? 35 footer, single wide, early 90s, with a custom built porch that I practically got for free. It's all just old leftover secondhand wood nobody wanted, or I just pulled all the nails out of and recycled, I guess. Anyway, here's my place, my online environment, hi-fi home theater. And now we're going over to my bedroom. This is my inside rack, so I don't have to worry about the weather or the sun and rain to keep my clothes drying on my own schedule. I got the fan over there and everything. That box in the bed goes on top of the washing machine and goes right there in the bathtub, just like that right there when I'm done with it all. Normally I do it in the tub when I got water, but I haven't had water in almost a month. Fan go on there, dry it off. I've been doing it all morning since I got the solar panel set up in the sun in the morning, because like I said, it was 1:30 before I could do my laundry before this morning, not laundry, before I could start charging my battery. Just barely had enough to run the internet and tablet. But now I got all that done, this done, and it's still got an hour and a half before my solar panels would even be picking up any direct sunlight if I'd have left the solar panels on the roof. That's why I'm so excited, is because I finally got this whole thing all powered up. And I actually, last night, after the sun went down, I went ahead and got to watch a couple episodes of South Park that I paid for on YouTube on my big screen last night. That was pretty awesome. Yup, got to watch my TV for an hour, and it seems to run about 10 to 12% on the big battery for an hour of watching on the big TV. So it's not too terrible, really. But anyway, the worst part about this whole thing is because the battery still hasn't had a chance to top off, because again, I just got 4 or 5 hours of direct sunlight yesterday with the panels up there, and the battery went from, and it's been almost a week of no sunlight anyway, even with them on the roof right there or down below where they're in the sun, it wouldn't matter. The battery's been kind of sitting at the half to 3/4 mark. And it finally got almost full yesterday, just out of them few hours, because again, I haven't been running anything. I didn't even hook that up till I got the battery up to the 3/4 mark. But anyway, yep, got the 4 panels in, and shoot, it's only been a couple days since I got the other 3 panels in. And the other thing I get to try is my laptop. But just that one panel, honestly, even in the rainy days with that big battery, I was still getting enough to run the tablet, the internet phone, and all these LED lights. All these LED lights, man, I've been able to keep them on practically 24/7 if I want, and they're next to nothing compared to what I've got invested in to supply the power to them. Ha ha ha. And that beeping you hear from the inverter, when the battery's solid and the sun's out, it doesn't do it for the first minute or two, but then as it's wearing things out, it starts beeping right as the motor kicks on. And nothing I can really do about that. But I think if after a day or two of sitting down out in the direct sun all day and that battery gets a real good solid charge, and they start off first thing in the morning in the sunlight with this new arrangement, maybe that thing won't beep anymore when I do laundry next time. We'll see. But anyway, off-grid laundry. Yes, after a week and a half, I got it all done in 3 or 4 hours off 3 or 4 solar panels. All right, J and K. Is that all you got to say today? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy J. Jaybird's so awesome. So KK. Woohoo. Stop.
Answer the phone, Joshua.